So if you like to play Farming Simulator 25 and do a survival type challenge where you start with nothing, you need these mods. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a bunch of hand tools you can get on the Mod Hub that help you get started with a low cost. Let's just run down some of these. Okay, this one we get a grain cart. Okay, very small, but you can pull it. All these are pullable by you, so you don't need a tractor. You have a bale trailer. You get a manual pallet fork. You've got a manual plow. You've got a manual seeder that I put seeds in. You have a manual weeder, a manual fertilizer or lime spreader, a manual water tank, a manual grain harvester, and there's other types of harvesters too in the menu. Just about anything you want to do. If you want to do grass, you have a manual mower. This is a manual tedder, a manual windrower, and then once you got them spread out, this is a very small forage wagon. I'm going to show you these on the menu, and we're going to look at them in action. This is a larger forage wagon, and this is a small manual baler. All right, let me show you on the menu. Once you get loaded from the Mod Hub, it's hand pushable tool pack. So you can get that grain cart for $60, the bales cart for $60, the manual forklift for $200, a hand cultivator that's 2 meters wide, goes 4 miles an hour for $200. I have the hand plow, 2 meters wide, goes 4 miles an hour. These are not bad either. You're going to see them in action in a second. Small hand cultivator, 1.2 meters wide, 4 miles an hour. Same price. Same thing with the plow, 1.2 meters wide, 4 miles an hour. The manual spreader for $300, a manual rice planter, a manual roller for $150, a manual grass roller, a manual weeder that we have for $200. The manual spreader is $300. A manure slurry spreader is $300. The small liquids transporter, and it does all your liquids, including milk or herbicide or whatever, even fuel, for $300. You have the small grain harvester for $1,500. You have a potato harvester, a manual beet harvester, all these are $1,500. Vegetable harvester, multi-fruit harvester, which is really veggies, including onions, manual sugarcane harvester, a cotton baler or picker, grape harvester, olive harvester, a pre-pruner for your vine type products, your small push mower for $150 that we have, a manual mulcher for $150, a manual tedder for $150, manual windrower for $150, the large forage harvester for $1,500 that holds 2,000 liters, 1.4 meters wide, goes 4 miles an hour. We have a manual stone picker. Then you have the small forage wagon that I have, and it's 1.4 meters wide, goes 4 miles an hour, but holds only 1,000 liters. And then you have the manual baler that holds 500 liters and 120 centimeter bales, 1.4 meters wide, 6 miles an hour. Okay, we're going to look at some of this in action. We're going to take our plow here, and we're going to hit Allow Create Fields. We're going to turn it on, that's by lowering it. And we're going to make a small field here. Okay, I'm just trying to get this lined up here. And you can see this little plow actually goes pretty quick. So for a couple of $100, you can get started on a survival type farm, plowing, making a field. Not the fastest, but hey, you can get going here. Get some kind of income going. Okay, we have completely plowed our field. Check that out. That's pretty nice. Now I'm taking my water jug. I put in a greenhouse. We have $0. I'm going to get some water. This is 500 liters. I'm going to put that in my greenhouse so it can start producing something. Just like you would a regular tank. There's 500 liters. Let me get another one just in case. What I'm going to do now is grab my stone picker, and we'll collect these stones and see how that works. And we are picking up stones. And these are, push, but they're not bad. They're pretty quick. Not a bad deal to get going on a survival type map. Look at that. Okay, we got our stones. We only got 23 liters. See how much that's worth. Okay, we only got $3 for those stones, so it wasn't very many. You had to put the pipe out in order to dump them. You unfold it first and put the pipe out. Now I got to put the pipe back in. So there's a little dumper thing right there. And there you go. All right, so that didn't do much. So what I'm going to do now is set this aside. And let's do some grass. Okay, we are running along and cutting some grass with our little mower here to test that out. And it's working pretty good. Okay, since you get more for hay than you do grass, we're going to use our hand tedder here and ted this and turn it into hay. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And it works pretty well. It's not bad. We're running at like 6 miles an hour. This is some exercise right here for my character here. Well, I had a windrower. I guess I could have used that. I didn't use it. I'm going to get one load of this, and I'll try the baler. All right, there we go. Got 1,000 liters of hay. All right, we got $152 for that. Not bad. Now I want to try the windrower and the baler. Okay, unfold. Could probably almost use it without this. Looks like the swath is about the same width. Let's go get the baler. That's pretty cool. This is so cool. Just spits out a bale. I guess it automatically has an automatic drop. Look at that. And the question is, can I pick those up? So these are liftable with regular strength, so that's cool. I mean, it makes sense since you're doing it by hand. I'm liking it. This is awesome. I feel another video coming on, a survival. What do you think? There you go. Hey, we're up to $561. Not bad. Let's move this out of the way. All right, let's get our seeder and plant some canola. Okay, I got some more seeds here. And I'm going to see if the AI is going to work. And look at that, it's working. That's so cool. Oh, check it out. We have seeded our field. The AI did. They finished seeding our field. While they were working, I went and cut a little bit more grass and turned it into hay. I like that these are hand loadable. All right, we got $550. After seeding that, we got to go to tomorrow. We'll try that weeder, see how it works. Okay, well, since I plowed it, there are no weeds, but this is the weeder, and it would work pretty much like everything else is done. And that's pretty cool, though, that we have such an apparatus. But we do need to put some fertilizer on it. All right, look at the AI is fertilizing. That's pretty cool. Okay, it's in October. I'm down to $240, but I want to see if this pallet fork is going to work. Pallet jack. Well, I sold a couple of things so I can get another forklift. I'm going to try it from this side also. There you go. They have some mod greenhouses that have liftable pallets. But I wanted to see how this works. But it needs a little better wheels for outside here. This is only really good on pavement. All right, we have it. Look at that. If I got to set it down, or is it going to just sell it? Well, it doesn't tilt. There we go. Finally. Oh, now we got plenty of money. Okay, not impressed with the forklift. these bigger tires and you can't change the angle on it. So, yeah. Okay, it's now time to harvest in July. What I'm going to do is let the AI do this part, and I'm going to go get the trailer that I can empty him. By the way, this holds 1,500 liters, and for a hand-push thing, that is not bad. Not too bad. Because they have some small harvesters that only hold, 1,500, 2,000. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, we finished the field, and we are 94% full. So I was going to put it in my wagon there, but I'm just going to dump it. Oh, well, look at there. It unloaded a pallet. Now, why would it do that? Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm not messing with the forklift this time. I'm just going to put it in there. There you go. That was $1,500 for this field of canola. But that's it. That's our equipment here. Once again, on the menu is the hand pushable tool pack, and it has quite a few things in there. But we got a good introduction of what they are today and how they work, and I like everything except I don't like the pallet forks. I'm not too big on those. And this thing makes pallets too instead of dumping, so it dumps it behind you. So I should have pushed it further back up on there, or else I'd be stuck using that pallet fork again. Okay, that's it. Share this with your farming buddies. I'm Farmer Teacher. I'll see you on the next go round. Bye-bye.